Gray lived in a world on the brink of collapse. Every day, the earth slowed its spin, inching closer to a final fatal stop. The city around him was a ghost of its former self. Empty streets, cracked concrete, and towering statues of strong men clutching the moon, relics of a time when hope still had meaning. The rich had long since fled to the moon, leaving the rest behind to witness the world's decay. The shore was littered with whale skeletons, and beyond the city, the forest was just a graveyard of dead trees. The air was thick with dust, the silence heavy and oppressive. Life had all but disappeared. Each morning, Gray rode the old cable car to the factory, a lifeless place where workers toiled for hours, assembling products no one needed. Their only reward was a tasteless gray lump of food, barely enough to keep them going. Afterward, he'd head to the lottery office. Most had given up, but Gray clung to that last shred of hope, a slim chance to escape to the moon. One day, he saw her there, filling out the same forms, sharing that same glimmer of hope. They began spending time together, walking through the ruins of the city, dreaming of a life beyond Earth. It wasn't much, but it was all they had. Then came the letter. Gray had been chosen, but the victory felt hollow. How could he leave her behind? The moon was just another cold, gray place without her. The day they came for him, riots erupted in the streets. As the car sped through the chaos, Gray caught a glimpse of her. Just a fleeting moment, but enough to fill him with doubt. Yet the car sped on, taking him farther away. As the rocket lifted off, Gray watched the earth shrink beneath him. The thrill of escape faded quickly, leaving only emptiness. The moon base was a maze of cold, gray corridors, lifeless and sterile. One day, he watched as the earth finally stopped spinning. Everything he had known, everything he had loved, gone in an instant. Gray stood alone, staring into the void, knowing he had escaped one emptiness only to find another. And now, all that's left is gray.